Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen, and
So the defending
Christinna
champions from
Pedersen.
Denmark, well, they've actually been, as they emerge into Istora Stadium, they've actually been in the final for the last 2 years. Beaten finalists 2 years ago in 2013 and lost out to the now world and Olympic champions, Zhang Nang and Zhao Yunlei. Last year won the title, beating Zhuchen and Ma Jin in a thrilling final.
And from Indonesia, Praveen and Debby Susanto.
So the Indonesian pair of Praveen Jordan and Debby Susanto . Well, the Danes look very relaxed, chatting and laughing with each other while they waited for their opponents to come onto court. So the Indonesians have chosen that far side. I think the Danes chose to serve, as it seemed to me that the umpire was asking the Danes first what they wanted to do. And I do find that extraordinary in a stadium with such a drift. Mind you, they've enjoyed so much success here. They obviously love playing in Istora Senayan. So the defending champions, Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen, the number 4 seeds, up against Praveen Jordan and Debby Susanto. Well, the Danish pair making their 7th appearance here at the Indonesian Open. And as far as the Indonesians are concerned, played once previously as a pair. That was last year. They lost in the 2nd round. Last 16, which is where we are at the moment this year, and lost out to Langridge and Olver. The number 10 in the world ranking at the moment. They have been 1 place higher. They were number 9 in April earlier this year for 1 solitary week. And their win-loss record for the year, 1 final, the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold, where they lost out to their opponents of today. At 8 previous tournaments, I can tell you in the 1st round, they beat the qualifiers, Lamfus and Hertrich of Germany. So as far as the Danes are concerned, the left-handed Joachim Fischer Nielsen, 36 years of age now. His partner, 29. Currently number 4 in the world ranking, but they did enjoy 1 week, starting the 2nd of April earlier this year, as world number 1s. Their win-loss record for the year, 3 finals from 6 tournaments, and at least a quarter-final in all 6 previous tournaments. Can they keep that record going by winning this match here today? Well, in their first match, they played against the Russian combination, Vitaly Dorkin and Nina Veslova. Another right and left-handed partnership. 2 straight games in a minute less on court than their opponents had to be on court for their first round match. So this will be the 6th meeting between these 2 pairs. The last time they met was in the semi-final of the India Super Series event earlier this year. 2 straight games it was. And of course the Danes lost in the final of the India Super Series, having beaten their opponents of today in the semi-final. And that's their only Super Series tournament final so far this year of their 3 finals so far. Of course, lost out in Delhi to Liu Cheng and Bao Yi-sin. But Steen, they're obviously a pair that love playing here in Jakarta. You don't reach 2 finals over the last 2 years without enjoying the experience.
No, both players love playing for an audience, and especially Joachim Fischer is a showman on court. So, of course, when there's someone to play up to, it's excellent for him. Was a bit disappointed, the Danes, after their quarterfinal loss in Australian Open against Lee Chun-hee and Choi Hoi-wa. But of course, seeing that the Hong Kong pair went on to win the tournament, that sort of put everything into perspective. So hopefully the Danes are on fire here in Jakarta to give the Indonesian pair a challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Joachim, Fischer, Nielsen, Christinna, Pedersen, Denmark. And on my left, Praveen, Jordan, Debby, Susanto, Indonesia. Debby, Susanto serve to Joachim, Nielsen. Level play.
So the defending champions nearest to us, the Danes, Fischer, Nielsen and Pedersen.
Fantastic movement from Praveen Jordan.
Yeah.
It's over.
And he's got a heck of a smash on him as well.
Sort of leap from one side of the court to another.
Fabulously strong legs. Pushed it wide.
Love.
Of course, the Danes, Olympic bronze medalists in London 2012, twice World Championship bronze medalists. Semi-final in the All England Championships. Yeah, there's the power smash that we were mentioning. Only 22 years of age, from Bontang in East Kalimantan in Borneo. It's well left.
That is over. 3-1.
Fault receiver.
4-1.
Praveen Jordan judged to have moved before the serve was struck.
There we got a close-up of the service movement from Joachim Fischer, and in my opinion, it's actually a fault. It's a double shot.
Oh, that's a lovely block. Do you know, I've thought that on several occasions.
Yeah, but he's been struggling with his serve and trying to change his movement, but that's his sort of native movement. That's 2 movements towards the shuttle.
Yes, and your first forward motion must be the only forward motion.
And that could be the things that tricked Praveen Jordan into it. You see this?
Now that one I thought was okay.
No?
5.
There's a little movement sort of to get the right feeling, and I can understand him, but it's just not allowed.
Yeah.
Because what it does is that it tricks the opponent. You think the service is being launched on the first move of the racket.
6-2.
And that was a wonderful return of serve.
some manners of speaking, we have a little bit of the same situation here with one of the older players on the circuit trying to sort of hold off the young challengers.
Christinna Pedersen's had a busy day so far today, hasn't she? Played women's doubles earlier.
Yeah, and even though it was a fairly easy win in straight games, it means that you have to be up and have breakfast early and so on, and get back and be ready for the second match.
Oh, good reactions. Well, the strings had gone in his racket, he knew it.
Okay, quick, please.
Yeah, he was very casual in his defence, wasn't he?
Right. Good. 7-4. Full play. Namisova 5-7. Namisova 8-5.
Very well played by Joachim Fischer there. Controlled, not giving too much pace. Trying to get the shuttle below the tape. Probably some part of the Danish game plan, as it usually is.
Oh,
9-5.
I think it actually was a quite high service.
yeah. Oh, this Indonesian pair, they did cause a sensation at the All England this year, didn't they, when they beat Chuchen and Ma Jin, the number 2 seeds, 3 seeds in the very first round. And I keep thinking, when I see rallies like that, I keep thinking they've got huge potential.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, these two pairs on court were both semi-finalists at the All England this year.
Seems a bit nervous to me, Praveen Jordan.
Yeah. Just noticing that his shoelace was a little loose.
Quick, take your time. Please. Okay.
Of course, his partner, Debby Susanto, has twice been a quarter-finalist here at the Indonesian Open, playing with Mohamed Rajal,
7, 10,
2010 and 2013. That was a good partnership too, wasn't it? But I fully understand, as we go to the
It's
mid-game
over,
interval
11,
with the
7
defending champions with a 4-point advantage, I fully understand the philosophy from the Indonesians that, you know, Mohamed Rajal was probably getting towards the end of his career, and this young man, well, he's got huge potential, but he does look a little nervous, doesn't he? Richard Manaki is the coach. Just 11 minutes.
Jordan, did he play with Vita Marisa for a while?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yep. They reached a career high of 7.
20 seconds.
Played together in 2013, won 3 titles. New Zealand, Malaysia Grand Prix and Indonesia Grand Prix. And I thought that she was very, very good for Praveen, Jordan.
11,
She's got so
7.
much experience. I thought that she nurtured him along. Did very well,
Right.
bringing him on as a player.
Aside from that, a very good start for the Danes. I think they've sort of managed the conditions well. We haven't really seen them make big mistakes on the lines or anything. Well, so much for that. That was long. Sorry.
The curse of the commentator. Good flick serve.
It's over, 12-9.
He's sort of hoping that Christinna Pedersen would lift to him, moving half a foot backwards. But,
Sure.
that was not the case.
Well, since this Danish combination formed their partnership in 2008, they have won a Super Series title every year for 7 consecutive years. That's remarkable, isn't it?
It is. It is.
At least 1 Super Series title a year.
Very successful pair. 2 World Championship medals. That's it. And of course the Olympic bronze medal. The only Danish pair who's ever beaten an international opposition in a playoff game at the Olympics. Jens Eriksen and Mette Scholle have won a bronze medal as well, but they beat fellow Danes Jonas Rasmussen and Ricky Olsen in Athens.
Yeah, probably some Indonesian people don't appreciate you
No.
mentioning that, because of course that bronze medal playoff in London was against Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir.
Who had won all previous encounters with Joachim Fischer and Christinna Pedersen, but the amount of pressure at the Olympics is just so big that it's totally unpredictable.
13-12.
I agree with that. And I think that the Indonesians in that Olympic semi-final was so close. It was such a terrific semi-final they had against Yuchen and Ma Jin. And the devastation of that, to then have to come out the next day and play a bronze medal playoff, it's tough. But then the Danes were in the same situation.
Had a very tight semi-final match as well.
Yeah.
21-19.
14-12.
The Indonesians here, you know, there's very good rallies with very good skills, and then suddenly they just gift a couple of points.
Yeah.
They don't play it tight enough all the way through a match yet.
You have to sort of put it to inexperience. That's one to prove the point there, Joe.
Yeah.
Because the Danes, they have very specific skills, and you have to be really, really disciplined to play them. If you're not disciplined, you're going to lose points really quickly.
And it's over 13-15.
Well, we can't see from that angle. I was going to say, Praveen Jordan standing where he was to serve with his partner in front of him. There's no way he could serve across court. There's a challenge here.
Challenge it.
Pulled in. Danes thought it was out.
I think it's in. I thought it landed nice and smoothly.
Yeah, you were right, Steen.
Challenge it. Unsuccessful. 15. 14, 15. One challenge remaining.
Good work from Debby Susanto.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
what a fantastic defense.
Oh, what a shot.
16-14.
Just as we thought the Indonesians did well by sort of getting out of that defensive
Yeah.
position. Then Christinna Pedersen tops everything.
Yeah, she guessed correctly that it was coming down her forehand side, but it was still a wonderful shot guided across court. Big open space.
When web before, don't leave the ball. Just stay calm, okay?
16-14. Play.
Just seemed to snatch at that serve. Yeah, he still hasn't found the rhythm with his new motion.
And we've discussed it about Gabby White, that I think a whole new service movement needs to be created. The question is whether Joachim will have time to do that.
Yeah.
As he's
30s.
experienced,
Yeah.
to put it politely.
So the Indonesians back level, 16 all. Yeah, got in a bit of a muddle there.
16. Play. Jordan.
The umpire having a word with Praveen Jordan.
Otherwise, I'll give a yellow card, right?
Asking him not to take so long to get ready to receive serve. Yeah, good work.
It's over 17 all.
A bit lucky for the Danes.
It's over 18-17.
I think that defensive shot cross court would have gone wide, but Debby Susanto chose to return it.
Yeah, it's difficult that side though, isn't it? Because that's where the shuttle just gets
stays
dragged,
in.
stays in. And my first coach always used to say to me, if in doubt, give it a clout.
Yeah.
18-17. Play.
Oh, dear me. Oh, the frustration
19-17.
from Praveen Jordan almost spilling over.
Play.
Oh, yes. Good reading of the third shot.
Game point 17.
And that gives the defending champions 3 game point opportunities. Yep, game number one to the defending champions on a run of 4 straight points. 21-17. 26 minutes in the opening game. I played against Richard Manakee in the quarter-final of the World Championships.
How did it go?
Yeah, we won.
That's good.
Oh, look, he's ripping the strapping off his shoulder, Praveen Jordan.
Yeah.
Well, there didn't seem to be a lot wrong with the power of his smashes, I have to say. I don't think we've got any chance of hearing what Lars Uar is saying here, but you know the players very well indeed. You know, he worked as your assistant coach when you were in charge of...
Yes, he was for 3 years almost, 2.5 years.
Otherwise, delay the game.
He was for
Fischer.
almost 2.5 years.
Okay.
What do you think he's probably been saying to them?
Nothing much, just reinforcing the tactics, that it's about getting the attack and dropping everything below the tape in the service situation.
Yeah.
Probably moving a little bit forward now in the service situation.
Now, I was noticing when Praveen Jordan was serving from the left-hand court, Debby Susanto, because of the way she's standing in front of him, there's no way he can serve low out wide.
No.
Second game. Lavo.
Well, maybe you're able to have a little look at that in a moment or two.
She's a fantastic server, Christinna Pedersen.
Yeah.
Love.
I can't really think of anyone who's better. There's a lot who's very, very consistent as well, but she's consistent and has variation to her service.
Yeah. So better than any of the top Chinese women players?
I think they're very, very consistent, but they don't use the serve as a weapon.
No. So there's... Yeah, there just isn't the variation on the low serve, serving out wide, serving to the right shoulder, all those sort of...
You could say that they don't need to.
Yeah.
But here it's a spot where Christinna felt she had some skills and she's worked really hard to develop, and it's not something that just comes out of nothing. She uses a lot of time practicing those services.
Well, it's interesting. We were talking about it last week in Sydney, weren't we? That she, when she's going to serve, she doesn't even watch the shuttle.
No.
Looks straight at her opponents. Looks them in the eye. I should think that's pretty disconcerting, apart from anything.
It's over 1-3.
That's a good serve that time. Quite happy to keep Christinna Pedersen to the back of the court.
Yeah. That's well played.
Oh, good rally.
quick towel. Okay. No drink. Pedersen.
Well, as we're watching that again, I can tell you that the umpire allowed all the players to towel down, but said they weren't allowed to have a drink.
No. And Christinna Pedersen, she just acted as if she couldn't hear what the referee was saying, or sorry, the umpire was saying.
Play.
And succeeded.
Service fault called. Racket not pointing in a downward direction.
It's over.
Yeah.
4-2. Fischer.
Well,
Yeah.
No point down.
He knows that.
No point.
yeah, and it's
just sometimes part of the game that you just have to go and ask the service judge. He knows perfectly well what was called.
yeah, clear arm signal by the service judge.
But I'm not sure that that actually is a fault. Oh. Lucky net fault.
Yeah.
It's over. 3-4. It's over. 5-3. It's over. 4-5.
Yes, I think Debby Susanto has got to make sure that she's at the net first, because as soon as Pedersen comes forward and plays those net shots, and
she won't be allowed to turn around at the net. Oh.
yeah, and look at the body language.
Yeah, there's too many easy mistakes from the Indonesian side. I wonder if that shoulder injury or that strapping we saw that Praveen Jordan ripped off, if it's serious and it has prevented him from practicing.
Three straight points to go into the lead. Oh, now what's the umpire saying now? Wasn't sure what that was about. Oh my goodness, he played that behind the back on the return of serve.
7-5.
Well, he was obviously going to leave it, I think. That was absolutely extraordinary.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going to leave it. Unbelievable. It's gone long.
And the Danes are not especially concerned about having Debby Susanto on the back court smashing. Feels that they should be able to defend most of that.
This is a run of 5 straight points.
I think the Indonesians should have a game plan to get Susanto to the net instead of trying to sort of create opportunities for Praveen Jordan at the net. That's well played. They're playing well now, Joachim and Christinna.
Yeah. Six straight points. Yeah, look how they're eager to get forward. Yeah, you can't afford half-court loose shots like that to Joachim Fischer. This is a great run of points. Yeah, good return of serve.
6-10.
Stops the run at 7. Yeah, he never stops, does he? Loyal fan.
He's been partying for 5 hours now.
Yes.
Non-stop.
Oh, that's a good shot.
7-10.
Oh. Hit the service judge.
Yeah. It's probably so high that she should have left it to
yeah. Well, we can all be wise with hindsight. So to the mid-game interval. Yeah, he's just not on top form at the moment, Praveen Jordan. Several unforced errors. That error on the serve. Yeah, disappointment is obvious. Well, this is the only match on any of the courts. The other courts, their matches for the day have all been concluded. We, of course...
1, 20 seconds. Call 1, 20 seconds. Play.
We've got this and another 3 matches.
Play. Game up.
Ah, now, Steam's just put me right, because there's a mixed doubles due at 6:30 in the evening. Tantoy Ahmad and Liliana Nasir. That's going to be on court number 2.
Otherwise, pretty much like finals play here,
yeah,
with only one court. All attention on this match.
Oh, good return. Oh.
I have a feeling it hit the ground before he returned
Well,
that one.
I thought so as well. The Indonesian coach said at that mid-game interval that whatever it was, it's worked. Oh yes, that's very, very good placement. We were talking about the placement of her serve earlier, but I think that she's got good placement in general. She thinks about where she's placing the shuttle. Christinna Pedersen. Dear me. Yeah. Not happy with herself, and I can understand why. Well, they're just taking the opportunity while that match that you pointed out has yet to be played with Tontori, Ahmad and Elina Nasir. That's just been called on to court 2. And the players just taking a break while those announcements are made.
Play. Important 3 rallies now for both pairs, but mostly the Indonesians can't to let the Danes slip away.
Service over, 11-13.
Well, a long, hard look from Fischer.
Yeah.
Saying, surely he moved before I hit the serve.
Very rarely players move ahead of the serve being launched.
Yeah.
It's just very hard to judge for the human eye, but if you look at it in video and play it frame by frame, you can see that almost everybody waits. Good defense.
Oh, goodness, he's playing quickly.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, all-out attack in that rally from Joachim Fischer.
That was really, really good speed in that rally.
Yeah, well, the court attendant on very quickly because there's a big patch of perspiration has been left on the court from Praveen Jordan.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Good when he's been in the dive position that they kept the pressure on him.
Yeah. That's the general idea, to get the opposition out of balance and then 11. Target the most out of balance player.
Play.
Yeah.
Often a chance to do that as well when people go from attack to defense. The player at the net moving backwards. Very often we see pairs attacking that player, and both the mixed and the men's and women's doubles.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's over, 12-14.
No, she doesn't miss many of those.
From 13-10 to 12-14, that's acceptable for the Indonesians.
A little bit of strapping on Debby Susanto's right knee is just coming adrift.
Well
oh, that's nice. Forcing the error.
Yeah, it's really hard for the strappings to hold up when the temperature is like this. I suppose there's like 28, 30 degrees, something like that.
Yeah.
No change.
Sometimes you need a special kind of tape that's a little bit stronger than the other, especially this sort of brown tape here is a bit stronger. We also see white tape sometimes, but it tends to be too weak, so you can actually sort of break the taping when it gets soaked.
Yeah. Got strapping on her left ankle too. Oh, flick serve is wide. His service fault is called.
Service over, 15-13.
Oh, well taken. Yeah, real commitment at the front of the court there from Christinna Pedersen. My goodness me.
And Susanto and Jordan, they're getting 1 or 2 shots over more than I would have thought, but they're still not winning a lot of them from the defense position.
Oh, good flick serve.
17-14.
I think that was pretty much it for the Indonesians. I don't think the Danes are going to let this 4-point gap slip away.
Yeah, the Indonesians have made it hard for themselves, haven't they?
They've made some quite big mistakes at crucial times.
Yeah.
I don't think the Danes will sort of lose the concentration.
Oh, good return of serve.
Service over, 14-17.
Another one of those errors.
Yeah.
At a crucial stage. The one thing you've got to do when you're a game down, and they were 17-14 down at the time, is make your opponents play the shuttle. Can't be gifting points away.
And it's all the situations, or the last 2 situations have been situations where he's well above the tape, where the Danes are sort of favorites to lose the rally, and they win it immediately on his shot, and there's nothing better.
Play.
Oh, flick serve. Brilliant. Yeah.
19-14.
2 points away from yet another quarter-final. The defending champions. Ah, we talked about the variation.
Yeah.
Service variation. especially from Christinna Pedersen. And that was brilliant.
I think he's been playing well, Joachim. He's got a lot over in the defense and some good blocks to the net. Just the serves missing to be on top of his game.
Well, an error on serve this time from Debby Susanto, and it means that the Danes have 5 match point opportunities. Yeah, error on the return. Last 2 points absolutely gifted. A little under 53 minutes. And the defending champions still on course in their defense of their title. 21-17, 21-15.
Fischer, Nielsen, Christinna, Pedersen, 21-17, 21-15. Thank you.
Well, it's a disappointing way for the match to end. Service error from Debby Susanto, and then a return error from Praveen Jordan. But all credit to the Danes. They played well. So confirmation of the score, 21-17, 21-15 in 53 minutes. So, women's singles, the last of our matches this afternoon. Saina Nehwal, the 3-time former champion, 4 times she's been a finalist, is up against the young player from Chinese Taipei, Joachim. And the winner of this match, you can see, will play against Wang Shixian in tomorrow's quarterfinal. Wang Shixian having beaten Bae Young-ju of Korea. Of course, the big surprise in the women's singles draw yesterday was the defeat of the world champion. But Saina Nehwal, the #2 seed, she's always loved playing here. 4 consecutive finals between 2009 and 2012, winning 3 of them. Saina Nehwal.
And from Chinese Taipei, Joachim.